Isle of Wight, Virginia. It's a place full of rustic charm, historic roots, and rolling landscapes. It could be the peaceful escape you've been looking for, or it could be a bit too rural for your liking. In today's video, we're digging into the real experience you're living here with its pros and cons. By the end, you'll know if this is the right spot for your next move. Trust me, some of these pros and cons might surprise you. So let's get started. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Chris Kaiser, your real estate agent here in Hampton Roads, Virginia. Today we're taking a deep dive into Isle of Wight, Virginia. As someone who gets calls every day from people looking to make Isle of Wight their home, I know all of the ins and outs of this area. And today I want to share everything with you, from what makes Isle of Wight a perfect fit for some, to the aspects that might not quite work for everyone. Now let's get into it. First up, let's talk about one of the bigger drawbacks of living in Isle of Wight, and that's public transportation, or rather the lack of it. This area is pretty rural, and unlike cities like Norfolk or Newport News, you won't find a well-developed public transit system here. This means that if you don't have a car, getting around can be a challenge. Imagine needing to get to work, to a doctor's appointment, or even just to grab some groceries. Without a personal vehicle, this becomes quite complicated, as the nearest bus or transit option might be miles away. This can be particularly challenging for anyone who's used to the convenience of hopping on a bus or calling a rideshare at a moment's notice. That said, for those who own their own vehicle, Isle of Wight offers a different kind of commute. You'll be traveling down scenic country roads rather than bumper-to-bumper traffic. Just keep in mind, compared to other areas with public transportation, living here does require more planning for your day-to-day travel. Now let's get to one of the best parts of Isle of Wight, its scenic beauty and rural charm. There's just something so special about waking up to open fields, tall trees, and the sounds of nature. You won't find the hustle and noise of a busy city here. Instead, you'll be greeted by the sight of farmland, beautiful river views, and peaceful wooded areas. For those who appreciate nature, Isle of Wight has plenty to offer. There are numerous hiking trails, parks, and opportunities to get outside and explore. Places like Windsor Castle Park in nearby Smithfield is perfect for family outings, picnics, or just enjoying a peaceful walk. Imagine going for a morning run and encountering deer grazing or the sunrise over an open field. It's these kinds of moments that truly make Isle of Wight stand out as a great place to live. And let's not forget the James River. Whether you love boating, kayaking, or just sitting by the water to relax, the river plays an important part in the outdoor culture here. For many, the connection to nature is one of the biggest reasons they choose Isle of Wight. With that said, living in a beautiful rural area does come with some trade-offs, and one of those is the distance to city amenities. For major shopping, dining, and entertainment, you're likely going to be driving to Suffolk, Newport News, or even Virginia Beach. Grocery stores, healthcare facilities, and retail stores are here, but they're fewer in number than what you would find in a larger urban area. For instance, if you're used to having your favorite coffee shop or a large shopping mall just a few blocks away, Isle of Wight might feel a little isolated. There are smaller, locally owned businesses that offer great products and services, but you won't find big box stores or endless rows of chain restaurants. So if you love convenience, this might be a bit of an adjustment. That said, more people are starting to appreciate a simpler lifestyle, one where they're not surrounded by an overabundance of stores or fast food restaurants on every corner. Isle of Wight offers that slower pace and return to basics, which leads us right into our next pro: peace and quiet. Two things that are becoming harder and harder to find these days. But in Isle of Wight, they come standard. Life here runs at a different speed, and that's something that's become a major selling point for those tired of the rush of city living. Imagine sitting on your porch in the evening with a cool breeze, the sound of crickets chirping, and not much else. There's no constant honking, no noise pollution, just the tranquility of rural life. It's a place where you can slow down, take a deep breath, and truly enjoy where you live. If you're raising a family, it's a wonderful environment for children to grow up in. There are fields to play in, woods to explore, and the general sense of safety that comes from living in a community where people know and care about each other. The absence of noise and stress is in itself a luxury that makes Isle of Wight so desirable. But this quiet lifestyle has its downside too, especially when it comes to entertainment. If you're someone who enjoys a bustling nightlife, live concerts, or frequenting the latest hotspots, you might find that options here are a bit limited. Isle of Wight has a more subdued entertainment scene. You won't find large movie theaters, bowling alleys, or nightclubs in the county. The local entertainment tends to revolve around community events, seasonal festivals, and small gatherings. For those who want a night out on the town, you'll likely have to drive to Norfolk, Portsmouth, or Newport News, where you'll find everything from big movie complexes to live music venues. However, let's look at this from a different perspective. The lack of large-scale entertainment is what allows the small-town charm to ring through. You're more likely to attend a local fair, an art show, or a charity event than a major concert. And that brings us to our next pro. Isle of Wight offers something that is hard to find in more populated areas, a truly close-knit community. There's an underlying warmth and neighborliness that runs throughout the county. Here, people take time to know their neighbors, help each other out, and create a sense of belonging that's truly special. Local businesses play a huge role in this sense of community. The locally owned shops, markets, and small restaurants are where people come together, support one another, and share in the county's heritage. Whether it's the annual Smithfield Ham and Gourmet Food Festival or a seasonal farmers market, community events bring everything together. This close-knit environment means that you'll have a support system. It's great for families, retirees, or anyone who appreciates feeling like they're part of something bigger. There's truly something comforting about walking into a local store and having the owner greet you by name, or attending a community event where everyone is familiar. Moving on to another con, job opportunities can be a bit limited if you're looking to work locally within Isle of Wight. The county itself doesn't have a large job market, especially if your field is in technology, corporate business, or specialized industries. Many residents find that they need to commute to Suffolk, Newport News, or other nearby cities for employment. This can mean longer commutes, and while they're scenic, it can still take a toll if you're spending a significant part of your day traveling to and from work. It's important to take this into account if you're moving here for the rural lifestyle but still need to work a 9-to-5 job. On the bright side, the work-from-home culture has opened up new opportunities for residents in rural areas. With remote work being more common, the need to be close to an office is less of a requirement, which means that people who value the lifestyle offered by Isle of Wight can enjoy the best of both worlds. Even though job opportunities in Isle of Wight might be limited, its proximity to other employment centers is definitely a plus. Isle of Wight is definitely close enough to some of the major employment hubs of Hampton Roads, including Newport News, Norfolk, and Suffolk. For those willing to make the commute, there are plenty of job opportunities in sectors like shipbuilding, healthcare, government contracting, and technology. The fact that Isle of Wight is less than an hour from major cities means that you can still enjoy the perks of rural living without completely sacrificing job accessibility. Whether you're commuting to Newport News shipbuilding or a corporate office in Norfolk, it's all within reach. Plus, many people find that the quality of life at home in Isle of Wight makes the commute worth it. One challenge that rural residents face, and Isle of Wight is no exception, is internet and cell service. This can be especially frustrating in today's world, where so much of what we do, from working remotely to streaming our favorite videos, depends on a fast internet connection. Depending on where you're located in Isle of Wight, you might find that options for high-speed internet are limited, and certain areas might have weaker cell signals. However, efforts are underway to improve rural internet access, and the situation is slowly getting better. It's something that you'll want to investigate if you're considering a move here and rely heavily on the internet for work or entertainment. Now let's talk about another major perk, historic charm and character. Isle of Wight is one of the oldest counties in Virginia, and it's rich with history. The county's colonial roots is evident in its architecture, its landmarks, and even the stories passed down through generations. Take, for example, the charming town of Smithfield, which is located in Isle of Wight County. Known for its famous Smithfield ham, this town has a beautifully preserved historic history, with colonial homes, cobblestone streets, and a quaint small-town atmosphere. You'll find landmarks like St. Luke's Church, which is one of the oldest existing churches of English foundation in America. If you're someone who loves history and wants to live in a place with a connection to the past, Isle of Wight is a wonderful choice. It's the kind of place where you feel a connection to people who lived here centuries ago, and that's something truly unique. So there you have it, our list of pros and cons for living in Isle of Wight. But of course, this list isn't exhaustive. If there's a pro or con that I missed, or if you have a particular experience of living in Isle of Wight that you want to share, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. and it would make this video an even better resource for those looking to move to this area. And while you're down there, make sure to hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content about living in Hampton Roads. Plus, click the bell icon so you're notified anytime I put out a new video. We get calls every day from people just like you looking to make Isle of Wight their new home, and we love helping people find their perfect place here. If you think Isle of Wight could be the right fit for you, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. And if you want to learn more about other parts of Hampton Roads, check out these videos where I take you on a detailed tour of other parts of the region, showing you all the best places to live, eat, and play. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.